All I'm hearing is, all I've heard him say is that you are the sons and daughters of God. I kind of want to say that he talks with his eyes. There are conversations about the day amongst the group. And it's almost as if he's sort of looking on. It's just love pouring out of him. It's I don't know. It just feels like he's just holding the group, the energy of the group, and
when he's
sorry. I was just going to say there's quite a bit of sort of excited talking about what everyone witnessed, and the power of his words.
What are they saying?
It's like it's sort of like there's just about the magic that he brings, that happens to people, sort of alchemy. And the change in people, it's very uplifting, and they're in awe.
When Jesus told the people that they were the sons and daughters of God, was that an unusual thing for them to be hearing?
No, it's not unusual. I think it's just that it despite the number of times it happens, it still feels very special.
So the disciples had heard it before, but the people in the villages, they hadn't heard it before, had they?
No.
Why not? What would they have been hearing that was different?
That they were how do I put it? Just sort of common people that were there to serve, to serve the wealthy, the people in power. So they weren't. They just felt, I suppose, as a way of describing them, fairly kind of lowly people.
So what was Yeshua telling them that was different?
They were the sons and daughters of God, and so that they were, each and every one was an important soul.
Mm.
And each person's special, is unique and special and important to God.
Mm. What is it about Yeshua that he knows this about people, that he can say this? How does he know that?
Because of his connection, he's connected to the other realms. He's connected to God.
Mm.
And he knows. It's part of his beingness.
Mm. So when he looks into your eyes, and you're sitting here with him having the food, he looks into your eyes. What's that like?
I find it quite hard. I feel unworthy.
Mm.
So I kind of want to look away. It's his light is so bright, and the love. It's yeah. I suppose unworthy is the best word I can describe it, really.
How does he want you to feel?
He wants me to feel that I'm actually like him, and whole, and like him, filled with unconditional love. And that's how he sees everybody. But it's difficult to. It feels quite challenging to live up to. I kind of want to say perfection, but that's not what he's after either. So it's almost a dichotomy that, there.
What is it about your previous life or lives that has created this sense of unworthiness? Where did that come from?
It feels that it came from lives where I was badly abused. And being put down and almost brainwashed into telling me that I wasn't any good. That I was a hateful human being and worthless. And being treated, not being treated like dirt, really.
Right. So now you believe that about yourself.
Yeah.
Are you ready to release that?
I'd like to release it. Yeah.
So let's ask Yeshua to help with that. Because he is a miraculous healer and he knows who he is and he can do anything. And so can you. So let's ask Yeshua to help remove this feeling of unworthiness. So what does he do?
He places his hands on my head.
Mm-hmm.
In my body, it's like he's drawing it out of my body. Drawing this energy out.
So just let it go because you don't need that anymore. What effect does that sense of unworthiness have on you? What does it prevent you from doing or being?
Feeling that I'm a son or daughter of God.
Mm. And what difference would that make in your life if you absolutely knew that you were a son or a daughter of God?
That I could share that love, God's love with others.
Mm. As Yeshua does.
Yes.
So just feel his hands on your head, drawing all of that negative self-belief, the unworthiness. He's pulling it out. He's looking into your eyes. What does he want from you now? What does he want you to be?
He wants me to be, I kind of think, I feel quite odd saying this, but he wants me to be like him.
Mm. What would that look like? What does that mean? How is he?
I can only describe it as oneness.
Mm.
Mm. He's at one with everything. There's no separation, illusion. He's at one with truth. And his world is love.
Why did he come to this earth?
To sow the seeds of unconditional love. People have forgotten.
Mm.
To bring that energy back.
Let us ask Yeshua if he would take you into that oneness that he lives in. So he's taking you by the hands, he's looking into your eyes, and he's lifting you up into the golden light, into oneness. So just let go. And let him lift you up. Let him carry you there. So you're being lifted up out of the physical body, the busy mind, all of the cares, concerns of this earthly life. You're floating up into the oneness, to the truth. So when you arrive in the oneness, what does that feel like?
Just that everything is love.
Mm.
Almost like there's no earthly problems or anything that can be considered a problem. It's just everything is perfect.
So just feel that in your whole body. There is only love. It's already here. It's who you are. And everything is perfect. And this is what Yeshua brought to the earth and demonstrated through his life. So feel yourself becoming the oneness, ready to walk in his footsteps. So let us now move forward in time to look at the earth as it is now, today. Yeshua came to plant the seed of love. So as you look down from the oneness into that love, what has happened to the seed that Yeshua planted? What's happening on the earth plane with that seed and the oneness?
It's like little tentacles are sort of spreading out around the earth. It's like a little sort of a grid kind of thing. It's kind of what I'm seeing. And the grid is connecting all the beings up.
And what is happening to those who are receiving the grid, receiving the codes? What is happening to them?
I'm kind of seeing little lights go on around the planet. It's a bit like, reminds me of when Yeshua was teaching about the sons and daughters of God. It's like the lights going on, and people realizing, having that same realization.
So as this grid expands, what happens to the earth? To the way people are living on the earth?
Well, as the light increases, the darkness just dissolves, and it's like Gaia becomes lighter. And the love just spreads all around the world. And it's this energy of oneness. So ultimately, it feels like every being on the planet becomes like is a seed of Yeshua, really, or is a Yeshua.
Mm-hmm. That's what he said. I've come to show the way.
Yeah.
Even greater things shall you do. So, what is the most important thing that people on the earth can be doing at this time? Do we need to be attacking the darkness, or do we need to be feeding the light?
Feeding the light. Just being the light. And the dark will just fall away. Darkness doesn't stand a chance against the light.
So at the earth at this time, we're going through a lot of chaos and turbulence. We've got this virus running rampant. So how do we need to navigate through this time?
It's to remain focused on light and love and oneness. While it plays out. To stay strong in that energy.
What will the outcome be in the end for the earth, for humanity?
I kind of want to say a oneness.
So everything is returning to oneness.
Yeah.
How does Yeshua feel about that? About the way things are going on the earth?
Celebration. Yeah, that's the word I had. Yeah, celebration. And this, he's, I don't like to use this word, but I can't think of another one. But he's kind of proud that that humanity are that this of the evolution of humanity now. That people have played their part, I suppose, in carrying the message forward.
Has this coronavirus been helpful in the process of returning to oneness?
Yes, it's been the catalyst you know, for this sort of change to happen.
What are we meant to be learning from it?
People moving out of their heads into their hearts.
Mm. What do you think Yeshua would like to say to humanity at this time?
Remember that you are sons and daughters of God, and that you are love.
So many people are carrying memories of unworthiness. How can that be released for everybody?
What I'm feeling, it's all about the connection to the heart. I'm going to say the journey of the heart. That when people are back in their hearts, that the unworthiness and any other illusion dissolves.
Mm. So when their hearts are open, they're also open to self-love. Is that important?
Yes, yeah. Without self-love, well, love starts with self-love.
Mm. What was it about those of us who walked with him? What were the qualities of soul that we had that have enabled us to carry his word, to follow his example in the world? What were the qualities of soul that we needed in order to fulfill his mission here?
I want to say purity and innocence. I've had this image for some while now of while I was in Lemuria of being as being like an angel, far taller and bigger than I am as a human, and that's the image that I'm getting when you ask me that question. And I suppose when I think of, angelic qualities would be, would also be purity and innocence, and goodness.
And humility, devotion, and
Yeah.
endurance. We've endured, we've kept going against all odds.
Yes, yeah.
And so we must celebrate ourselves now as he celebrates us. And just let go of the unworthiness. Because that's a human condition that has been imposed upon us. And who we really are is purity, humility, love, and devotion. And we are the ones who are fulfilling his wish, who have taken on the mantle to be love in this world as he was, to be a mirror for all, to show them you are the sons and daughters of God as he did. So we mustn't keep belittling ourselves, undermining and sabotaging ourselves. Just let that go and be the love that we are.